It has been a very tough month for me trading, and specifically more the last couple weeks, and even more specifically the last week. I could have made so much more money, and it just hurts me to see how much money I missed out on this very recent pump. And it is May 11th, 2025 as I'm speaking right now, and you guys know how good the markets have been recently. So what I want to discuss is the mistakes I've made, because I want to be transparent with you guys, and I want to show you guys sometimes the things that I mess up on so that you also don't repeat the same mistakes. And this is the type of things that you should be looking for if you're following any other YouTubers or any other person, maybe even in your life, that's telling you about investing, because not all sunshines and rainbows. So let's talk about it. So number one, guys, I just want to say the biggest thing that has stopped me from making good gains these last few weeks / month is my emotions, because my emotions led me to overtrade. And any experienced investor will tell you, never overtrade and never revenge trade and never emotional trade, because it will lead to your downfall. Now, what I have done within the last year and a half, almost 2 years, that's saved me from actually losing in general in a year-over-year basis is because I've separated multiple accounts. So I've had a long-term account and a shorter term account. So that's really what has saved me from really doing way more stupid things, as opposed to like when I started, when I was really doing some stupid things. So one thing that has saved me in these bad times that I've had is because my public portfolio that I have and I share with you guys, for YouTube, the 1K to 10K challenge, that portfolio is separate from my own personal one. So sometimes it helps me not make mistakes. So one thing that I've been doing is trading too much, because in general, I've always said this, and I always recommend other people who are getting into trading and things like that, is to be more of a long-term investor, because you guys have probably heard the statistic, 99% of traders lose money. And I'm talking about like day traders or traders who trade maybe every couple days. You know what I mean? Like they might buy or sell within the same day or the next day or whatever. 99% of those people lose money. And it's not even just because they're bad traders, it's because of emotions. And that's what has been catching me the last month. And I had to put an end to it right there and then. I didn't say 99 people out of 10,000 lose money. I said 99% of people lose money day trading. So that's why I just wanted to get up on here and just kind of tell you guys, like, you need to get back to the basics. And that's what I'm doing. And we're getting back on track, and I'm looking forward to the next phase of my trading or my investing. So I want to just say this too. Overall, I'm still up with the 1K to 10K challenge. I'm gonna dive into my portfolio and I'll show you guys. I am still up overall. Look, last time I made a video of the 1 to 10K challenge, I was at 2,590. Now I'm at 2,850. So overall, I'm still up. So I'm not saying I've really lost money, but I'm mad that I didn't make more money. And even with my personal portfolio, I went up a little bit of money, but it wasn't much. So I'm just saying I'm angry because that 2,850 could have been like easily 3,500, maybe even 4K if I really stuck to what I believe in and what I preach. So sometimes I'm not perfect, guys, and sometimes, all the time, people on the internet aren't purposeful. Man, I cannot talk today. So people on the internet showing you guys this investing stuff are not perfect too. Like, just because they preach what you should and shouldn't do doesn't mean they always do what they preach. And I'm getting up on here to, confess that, like, I've been having a hard time sticking to my lessons. And one of the main reasons why I've been struggling is because I did so good about 3-4 months ago. Like, I was killing trades, like I could almost do no wrong. So that made me cocky, right? And cockiness and pride, it can be the downfall of you in anything, even if it's trading, sports, education, relationships, whatever it is, it'll be the downfall of you. So you got to take a step back and go back to the basics, and that's what I'm doing. I'm sticking with my long-term portfolio long-term and my short-term portfolio shorter term, but I'm not being emotional anymore because it's been tough. But at the same time, I have still been sticking to my stop loss rules. Every time I get into the trade, I put a stop loss no matter what, so I don't lose money. Because at the end of the day, if you got no stop losses, you're going to be in trouble, because you can wake up one day and you're like, oh, I forgot to put a stop loss. And next thing you know, you're down 20, 50, 70% more than you wanted to. Originally you wanted just a 5 to 10% loss, but you're down 30, 40, 50, whatever the case may be. So a stop loss is good because it works for you when you're not on the phone, or you're not on your portfolio or your laptop, whatever. It works for you, so it stops your losses. So let's get into the charts here. As you can see, I'm up to 850 from 1,000, and I started that challenge last year, and I said it's a 1-year challenge. As you guys know, you can follow my 10K challenge. No one said it was easy, so it has been kind of tough, but now we're getting closer and closer. Anyway, so as you can see, guys, from the last time I posted a video, I drew this ascending channel, and we were battling inside of it. And actually, if you go to my page on YouTube, I posted this. I thought it was going to play out like this on May 4th. Bitcoin was at 94-ish thousand. And I knew it was going to go up a little bit, rise up, battle in the middle of that channel, and then blast off to 100K. But I thought it was going to get rejected because I just knew 100K, it's a big resistance and psychological level that everyone, looks at 100K like, oh, okay, we've reached, a top. So I thought we are going to get rejected, and I thought there was going to be some type of news, especially with that FOMC meeting just this past week. I thought maybe there was going to be some negative type of news to drop us. That's why I was predicting it to drop down to the bottom of this descending channel and then battle on that bottom and then drop even further. And then it'll retest that previous little peak here that we had at about 88K, which is a strong support zone right here, as you guys can see. Even with the VRVP, it's a strong support zone right here. So I thought that was going to happen, but it did play out just like I said up until this part. But I thought we were going to go down, like I said in the post, and then go down and then go down. But it didn't happen. But what obviously happened, it blasted right through the top of that ascending channel. And you guys should know, whenever you break either below or above the ascending channels, you're going to really fly. So that's why you see, as soon as you crashed that top line, it really flew. It went from about 99K all the way up to about 105K. So now we are in a new ascending channel up here on the top. But I think this is very much the top. I do not think we're going to have another leg up and we're going to go to like new all-time highs at 110K or whatever. I really, really, really don't think so. Like, if you were to put a gun to my head and you're like, yo, pick a direction right now, I'd be like, we're definitely going down. This is a new mini ascending channel, and I feel like it's going to get broken down. All right. basically like this on the 1 hour chart, I think it's going to get broken down. We're going to revisit for sure 100K. 100K at the minimum. We're going to hit that previous previous resistance line on the ascending channel, but I think we're going to basically hit 99K at least. We're going to dip into this again. Trust me, guys. Like this, I can basically put money on it. Like, I'm going to trade that. As soon as we dip around that zone, I'm going to buy. I'm going to start buying heavy. And if we dip even lower to maybe 95, whatever, I'm going to buy even more. Because I know this is just a retracement, because we have flu, guys. We got to be satisfied with these gains. Bitcoin is up like 40% from the bottoms since the start of April. Like, we have flown up. And this is the thing about Bitcoin. Bitcoin, like, it sneaks up on you. You think it's up, just 1% today. Just 2% this day. Just 3% that day. 1% again. Next thing you know, we're up 40%. And what we all kind of do sometimes, we're like, Bitcoin's too slow. I'm going to get into altcoin like, let's say like Solana. I'm going to get like triple the gains because I want to make a lot of money. But realistically, yeah, okay, it's double the gains, but that's not all the altcoins. And these altcoins are way more riskier because they're more susceptible to news. When Bitcoin is way more stable, we could have just all been into Bitcoin and got way more gains. So this is what I'm doing. I'm going to get heavy back into it as soon as we drop, because we are for sure kind of getting burnt out. I'm going to check out one more thing on Bitcoin, and let's see, is it oversold or no? Is it oversold? Let's find out right now. Indicators. Let's go to stochastic RSI. Okay, that's on the 4-hourly. Why are you here? Wow, okay. We are oversold on the 4-hourly, but that doesn't really mean much right now because it's just like a short swing move. So right now, yeah, we are overbought on the daily since the lower RSI on May 7th, which makes sense. So yeah, we are overbought, and we are looking at greed on the crypto fear and greed index. So we definitely will be coming down. You can rest assured. Let's check out the RSI, not just the stochastic, because I like to check both. Yeah, even RSI, we are oversold. So that means that there's so many buyers and things are starting to get exhausted. What about the MACD? I don't really use the MACD often, but might as well just check it. Okay, momentum's still going up. That money flow is slightly still going up, but obviously it's cooling off. You see that was very dark green and now it's light green, so it is slightly slowing down. Just like a moment of time, like right there, for example, right? Or right there. So it is slowing down. Like I said, it is showing signs of it's about to slow down. So I do think just get ready to buy at lower prices. And yeah, man, people thought it was over, right? Crypto's over, but this is showing me it's trying to break this all-time high, guys. And I don't know, man. I haven't done too much TA on where we could end up next, but yeah, we're gonna fly, guys. We're gonna fly as soon as we break 110K. We're gonna fly. And everyone's going to be investing again. Oh, hey, bro, I got back into Bitcoin. I made $500. I made $5,000. I made $50,000. Whatever the case may be, you're going to have everyone talking to you about crypto and Bitcoin and all that. So kind of got to get ready for that. And at that point, it's going to be time to sell again. Because when people get overhyped on it and, oh, it's the best thing ever, that's when you should be selling. And when it's the worst thing ever, that's when you should be buying. and I was doing some of that, but I thought we were gonna go lower than 74,000 for some reason, but I knew by my rules that was time to buy like crazy. But like I said, at the end of the day, the main reason I even made this video is because my emotions got the best of me, and that's why I didn't perform as well in the last month or two. And at the end of the day, I'm still learning, guys. I'm not a perfect guru, but overall I'm still winning. So who are you gonna trust? A guy that just shows you all his wins, or you know what I mean? Like, ladies and gentlemen, you guys got to look at who's being truthful, who's sharing you guys the background, the losses, the wins, and that's really going to be the person best for you, not just in trading but in a lot of other areas. So with that being said, this is just a quicker video. I am coming out with a even cooler video next week. It's going to be a long weekend, so I'm going to have a nice video for y'all, and it's going to be just tune in, because it's going to be a good video. A lot of information packed in that video. I was gonna do it today, but I didn't really have time today, and I got missing equipment in the studio and stuff like that. So with that being said, thank you for watching, and that's all I got for you guys. Thank you so much for supporting. See you later. Peace. Take care. I'm gone.